Today we're going to talk about a couple of ways that you can preserve social media. So almost no matter what kind of litigation that you typically do, social media and capturing it and preserving it is something that's going to become important to every trial lawyer. There's a couple of ways to do it, and ultimately which way you choose is going to depend on a couple of factors, typical law school answer anyway, including budget, time, and how authentic do you need this evidence to be. So on the one end of the spectrum, if you need to maintain an absolute chain of custody and it's going to be tested, say, in a criminal case, then I would recommend going the full scale kind of approach and using a service like PageVault. Here is a quick look at it on my laptop. PageVault, it's page-vault.com, is a service that I would recommend. It has the highest level in terms of authenticatability and making sure that whatever has been captured by the service hasn't been altered, doctored, or photoshopped. And so that's something that I would recommend. It does cost money to use, and so it's not free, and it's not something that you can necessarily do on your own. You do need to set up an account, and there's various different ways it works. I'll post a link to it in the description in case you want to learn more about it. Full disclosures, I don't have any financial ties to the company. I have had them come and talk to our class before. They are a local company, so I've had them come talk to the students and talk about how you can preserve social media posts. Because I do think it is something that's important for all attorneys to know about now, as well as especially in the future. After that, there's a couple of different layers of authenticatability that you can use in terms of your social media preservation needs. I think a tier down from a tier, T-I-E-R down, from something like PageVault is to get like a Facebook extract or an Instagram extract. And here's a couple of quick links. If you just Google it, how do you download your data in Facebook, that's something that will pop up. I'll post links to all this stuff anyway, this FAQ section in the description as well. You can kind of do the same thing for Instagram too. You can download all your data in case you want to, say, in Instagram, grab all your photos and then leave. But these things aren't necessarily perfect. For example, we all know that you can edit anything that you post to social media. You can even delete stuff that you post to social media. And for example, if you have an activity log that you're looking at in Facebook, if you edit something, it doesn't tell you what the post used to say. And if you delete something, that post doesn't even show up in your activity log anymore. I don't know, I'm sure that somewhere in the labyrinth of the Facebook servers, all that data is somewhere. But the question is, do you have the ability to go in there and get it? I'm not exactly sure. If you're not sure and you do think you need something along those lines, I would again recommend something like PageVault. The thing that I would recommend that you do, even if you are going to ultimately use something like PageVault, is while you can see something and before anything changes, deletes, edits, or goes away, I would always recommend taking a screenshot. And so that's something that you can easily do on your phone, or you can do it on the desktop as well. If you're on a Windows machine, the easiest way to do it is just to use the snipping tool. It's already a tool that's built in to the Windows operating system. If you don't know where it is, just hit that Windows icon on your keyboard and just start typing in snipping. And once you get to SNIP, then you'll see the snipping tool, hit OK. And you can take a screenshot of it. So you can do this. There's a couple of different modes to take a screenshot. I usually like to use the rectangular snip. Then I can come in here and screenshot this entire area. And then it will put it right onto the clipboard, so I can put it into a PowerPoint presentation if I needed to do that for whatever reason. But you also have the ability to save that file for posterity. So screen capture, I'll save it that way. The other thing that you can do when you're looking at this is, instead of just screen capturing this in and of itself, you can then also hit those ellipses that are in Instagram and copy the link. And then once that link is copied into your clipboard, then I'll go back into the browser address bar, hit paste, and hit enter. And then you get like the standard kind of layout of Instagram. And this particular, I just picked a random post from my work Instagram account. And you can pick a random post and then you can screenshot this, and I think it looks a little bit nicer. It's packaged a little bit better. It looks more like Instagram. And then also, if they have a long description to the photo, that'll show up. And if there's any comments, you can then go through and capture all the comments as well. If there's a lot of comments on a particular photo, you might have to take multiple screenshots so that you can get them all. And also be aware, anytime someone posts something to Instagram, there might be multiple photos in a single post. So you want to make sure you get all the photos that are there. You might have to hit there's like an arrow button that you can hit to cycle through all the different photos that are in there. So that's something that I would also recommend doing. And once you have that image saved as an image file, then you can also convert that to PDF and then use and exchange the file that way. So that's what I would recommend. And I would always recommend doing that even if you are going to use something like Page Vault, just because of the fact that social media is very highly malleable and can change really quickly. And so you always, while you can see it, get it before it goes and get it before it changes. Because someone might post something, it might be significant to your case, and they might realize it's significant to their case and then quickly delete it, but at least then you've captured it and you can see it and you know it's there. So that's one of the ways that I would capture social media information. And so then ultimately then what happens if you have that and all you have is a screenshot, you've captured it, and then you're going to try to bring that to court. The authentication requirements are going to be a lot like a photo in terms of this is depicts the Facebook account or the post as of the time that it purports to have been posted. So hopefully that is clear, and hopefully you don't ever need to go beyond just taking a screenshot of the social media. I mean, a lot of times the kinds of social media that people are looking to preserve have pictures of the people that are in it. It's harder to say that social media post wasn't mine when you're actually in the photo. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'd love to talk to you guys about it down there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.